Okay everyone, so just really pay good attention to the stances. Remember, walking stance, okay, upper body nice and straight, okay, balancing front and back foot 50% of your weight. Okay, let's work on posture, shoulders back, okay, and front stance, okay, squaring up, okay, so this would not be square, this would be squaring up, okay. Distance with your feet, okay, let's always remember the railroad track, all right, if there were two tracks here on either side of my foot, so each foot is touching the track, okay, so that's a nice square up, okay, and if I move forward, foot in and out, okay, so this back foot will turn a little bit to make the proper angle, okay, in and out, okay, so again, nice posture, and if you move around a little bit, you'll notice that you have good balance if your stance is set up correctly. After a movement, if you're leaning in, you're bringing too much weight forward, obviously. And if this knee drops back, now you've kind of created a stance that doesn't really exist. All right, it's too long for a walking stance, okay? And so when I talk about long space, this would be the distance from the front to the back foot. All right, so if we're making a position, front stance position, okay, you'll see the bending and you'll see the back leg. So you'll see sometimes in different martial arts really spread long stances, okay? So the problem with this is that it's strong and stable and low center of gravity, but then moving from that position is a lot of effort to move like that. All right, so in Taekwondo, we have these stances a little more shorter in length, okay? And that way our movement is quite quick. Okay, all right, back stance, as you know, the L shape on the feet, all right? And this weight is about 65 to 70% back leg and the remainder on the front. And if you notice, that you're gonna line up the ankle, the knee, the hip, and the shoulder when this is done properly. So sometimes you'll find yourself leaning back, so that's too much weight coming to the back. So you want to find that nice balance. Okay? So again, back stance. So you see the line on the floor, which you might not be able to see in the video. Again, the heels should point to each other. Well, the front heel should point to the back heel. Okay? So again, nice straight in the back position on the Sajan. This hand is the protector of the solar plexus, so it's at a 45 angle, and this hand is actually making the block out. Okay? So cat stance, as we saw in Chiljang, is you'll see the feet position, okay? And the hip drops way back, and the hand pushes out. So if I were starting Chiljang facing this direction, that front foot will pull back as the hip goes back and as we press that block out to the kick. Okay? Chariot stance, as you know, right? Feet touch. The heels touch, that's good enough. Okay, you don't have to bring your complete inside edge of your foot together. And actually this is a little more balanced. Okay, again, straight body, shoulders back, center in, and as if your head is getting pulled up. Okay, you really are going to straighten that spine well. Okay, Jumbi, it's the left foot out. Okay, so here's my left, but for video, I'm going to step out right. So only one foot is making a step. Breathing in. Quick at the end. Okay, horse riding, again, that left foot's going to come up. All right, and cross. All right, so toes are going to point in a little bit, knees squeezing in, and again, hip is back. So from this position, hip goes back, all right, like you're pulling back on the hip. Okay, so when you make your punching, good stable position, the squeezing of the knees drops the center, and as if you were on a horse, you're squeezing in on the horse. Okay, so good knife strike. So I'd like you to do sets of maybe 10, all right, of each hand strike. So I won't show you each of those here, or 10 I should say. So I'll show you the different examples of our strikes. spear hand, okay, reverse knife, palm strike or palm press up, okay, tiger claw strike, uppercut, hammer fist, down strike. Okay, and then you can work in the, two-hand reverse. Okay, so we're doing this in choking, right? Choking defense, 1 to the rib cage, 2 the arms crash up, 3 double knife, and then ending with the palm strike. Okay, so then we have fingertip thrust. Okay, and our block. High block. Good angle here above the head. So when you do this, right now I can't see my arm, okay, which means I have it over my head in a good spot. If I can see my arm peripherally, right, not looking directly at it, but I'm looking straight at you, but I can see it, it means my head is still exposed. Okay, so again, we don't want it close or resting on the head, we want it above. When you do this, the arms cross, press it up. Feet don't move, hips are going to move a little bit. Okay? Low block. Opposing hand is reaching. Snap. Bring a nice, good shot to your hip bone there. Okay? Outside block. Arm crosses on the outside. High block, outside block, same thing. Cross it on the outside. Inside. Okay, and then as you got in the instructions and the email, work on some block strike combinations. Okay, and so you can make up your own. Okay, and then work on those. Okay, and then lastly for today, think about your different self-defense attacks, like chokehold, collar grab, hair grab, belt grab, single wrist, two-hand wrist, cross wrist. Okay, so depending on your level, you may or may not have learned all of these. All right, but choke, remember squat, good squat, crash open the arms, neck strike, palm press to the nose or chin. Okay, collar grab, 1, 2. Okay, shoulder grab, trap. Right, don't forget that important word. Step in. Pressing down, then bring the wrist to your knee, nice strike. Okay. Belt grab, just quickly press down to the hand, palm strike up. Okay, single wrist, pull up, elbow, or pulling. Remember, come in, up. So on the step in, this can happen a couple ways. If you just step in with this foot, it's a lot of weight, so it's a little hard to maneuver. So you can come in with this one first and then with the front pop out strike or reach to take down. Okay, so again, resisting, coming in, strike up, strike wherever target you find open. So in self-defense, we learn a certain way. And we're trying to hit always to vital points. You're going to have the most success. Okay, eyes, ears, throat. There's all kinds of parts around the neck. Okay. Solar plexus, groin, okay, from the back we have kidneys, also temple, right, and in the neck we have the carotid, in the back we have backbone, and the spine and the nervous system, okay. So there's lots of targets. There's striking targets which have some effect but not the greatest effect, so we want the greatest effect hitting to the vital point. So as you do your self-defense, think of what is my target, okay, and then from behind, right, we have shoulder grab, hook, uppercut, we have the bear hugs, reaching, strike up, back fist, hammer fist, back fist, turn and face to the attacker, make one kicking, or feet together, hips forward, hips back, strike out this way. So remember, okay, the hips go forward, hips go back, hands go out. Okay, and then we're usually close range for elbow, and then same thing, come around kicking. Okay? All right, so that's just touching upon some of our self-defense. There'll be more to follow.